You'll get to know the 7 powerful habits that will build you wealth in 6 months. There's a bonus habit added in the end, so watch this video till the end to not miss it. Now let's start. Number 1. It is essential to assess in order to effectively oversee. To successfully navigate your financial landscape, it is essential to have a clear understanding of your resources. This entails meticulously monitoring each dollar earned and each dollar expended. There exists a variety of tools designed to facilitate a smooth and efficient process. I find it quite beneficial to utilize Mint. These online solutions streamline your tracking process, alleviating the need for manual entry of earnings or expenditures. It organizes expenses into categories, allowing for alignment with your overarching financial goals and budgetary considerations. Furthermore, it provides a clear overview of your financial status and progress, facilitating informed decision-making. The initial step towards enhancing your financial well-being is to ensure that you are diligently monitoring all incoming and outgoing transactions. Number 2. Establish a financial plan. During my childhood, my father adhered to a strict budget, and I perceived it as quite challenging. It resulted in my inability to enjoy McDonald's Happy Meals at my convenience, which, upon reflection, may have been a beneficial outcome. While I had reservations about the constraints of his budget, I have come to appreciate its underlying intention. It facilitated the savings necessary for investments in areas such as my education, as well as his early retirement. Upon completing my college education and embarking on my journey with a modest AmeriCorps stipend, I took the initiative to create my own budget, driven largely by necessity rather than external guidance. Since that time, I have maintained this practice consistently. It has proven to be of significant importance at various moments. It has consistently proven to be beneficial. Numerous approaches exist for developing a budget, and various formats may be more effective depending on individual preferences and circumstances. Subscribe to our channel and also press the like button to know more financial tips. Number 3. Establish a reserve for unforeseen circumstances. A significant portion of financial strain arises from the inability to manage unforeseen expenses or the apprehension regarding one's capacity to address such situations. Having a savings cushion that you can depend on when necessary certainly provides a sense of reassurance, often referred to as an emergency or rainy day fund. A consensus among financial professionals suggests that maintaining an emergency fund equivalent to 3 to 6 months of living expenses is advisable. It is important to recognize that while maintaining an emergency fund is essential, there are also other significant financial priorities to consider, such as retirement accounts, which we will address shortly. Therefore, excessively inflating your emergency fund may not be the most strategic approach. It is not necessary for it to encompass all standard discretionary expenses, such as your gym membership or monthly shopping budget. However, it should adequately address housing costs, including rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, food, and all the fundamental necessities you genuinely require each month. Number 4. Strive to maintain a debt-free status. Certain forms of debt are often seen as inevitable for many Americans, particularly student loans and mortgage obligations. It is noteworthy that a limited number of 18-year-olds are in a position to cover the expenses associated with college tuition, which averaged $30,500 annually. It is important to recognize that many new homeowners may not possess substantial cash reserves, which often leads them to rely on mortgage loans for their purchasing needs. However, certain forms of consumer debt, such as credit card debt and car loans, can typically be managed or avoided. Certainly, in certain circumstances, car loans may present themselves as the sole viable option, such as when savings are limited and there is an urgent requirement for a new vehicle. However, it is important to recognize that car loans are often utilized to enable individuals to drive vehicles that may exceed their immediate financial capabilities. In this situation, the car owner may find themselves investing significantly more in the vehicle than what it is genuinely worth. It is important to recognize that vehicles tend to lose value over time, particularly right after purchase. For instance, a new car may experience a reduction of approximately 10% in value within the first month of ownership. Consequently, they are often viewed as less favorable in terms of investment potential. It may not be prudent to incur substantial debt for assets that tend to lose value, such as vehicles, rather than those that typically appreciate, like real estate. Number 5. Settle all outstanding obligations. It is essential to prioritize the avoidance of debt. However, for those who already possess it, which is the case for many American adults, the logical next step is to address the repayment. I noted that I have not previously engaged in a car loan or incurred any credit card debt. However, I did have a student loan from graduate school, which I successfully repaid within a year of my graduation. While my salary was modest at the time, I had developed a habit of living within my means as a student. Consequently, I chose to maintain that approach a bit longer to effectively address my student debt. While it was an option to make smaller payments over a decade, opting for a quicker payoff allowed me to save a significant amount in interest throughout the duration of the loan. For those curious, the absence of that good debt for a shorter duration did not negatively impact my credit score. In fact, it contributed positively to it. Number 6. Make an early commitment to your retirement investments. As a millennial who dedicated my early to mid-20s to serving as an AmeriCorps volunteer, pursuing graduate studies, and working in the nonprofit sector, I found it somewhat frustrating when my father persistently urged me to focus on saving for retirement. While it is true that my early career did not yield significant financial rewards, many individuals embarking on their professional journeys and seeking financial independence are primarily focused on establishing themselves. The notion of contemplating retirement at such an early stage may not be a priority for most of us. However, initiating your investments in retirement accounts at an earlier stage can yield more favorable outcomes. Investing smaller amounts of money sooner tends to be more beneficial than waiting to invest larger sums at a later time. That concept reflects the importance of understanding how the value of money can change over time, a principle my father often emphasized. There exists a variety of retirement accounts, each characterized by distinct regulations and tax considerations. Number 7. Consider the possibility of minimizing or removing non-essential expenditures. It may appear straightforward, yet it is important to emphasize. A highly effective approach to freeing up additional room in your monthly budget is to consider reducing or removing non-essential expenses. Minor expenses, which may appear insignificant at first glance, can accumulate over time and with increased scale. I have been contemplating whether it is necessary to maintain all these various streaming platforms, such as Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and YouTube Premium, or if it might be prudent to consider reducing the number we subscribe to. Is it possible that we place a greater value on upscale dining experiences, or might we find satisfaction in opting for more casual and budget-friendly restaurants for our date nights? Are we currently engaging with our yoga and meditation applications, or not? Number 8. Explore innovative avenues for generating income. It is often more manageable to reduce expenses, particularly if there are areas of discretionary spending that can be minimized, or if one is employed in a position with a fixed income, where the salary remains consistent. Nonetheless, there are occasions when it is essential to incorporate additional line items into the budget, and it becomes imperative to enhance income to achieve that goal. Watch the video appearing on the right side to know the passive income ideas that will make you rich. Also, subscribe to our channel to help us complete our goal of 10,000 subscribers.